My arduous research into necromancy had reached a plateau. But then I obtained a magicraft artifact giving me control over the corpses of ancient dragons. I thought it would be exactly what I needed to gain further power. However, things were not that simple. After that, I continued to look for anything that could help me out of my slump. I struck lucky again when I uncovered a report on jade research among the late Henday's possessions. Apart from meticulously written notes, there was another piece of information that took my fancy. A rumor of a magic tome sealed away in the Southfield catacombs. I could feel a grin growing across my face in that cellar under Elm Camp. Things are getting interesting. However, the Southfield catacombs, it's not exactly the safest place to be at the moment. Going alone is probably not the best idea. Someone might come across it on a mission and bring it back to me. Wishful thinking. I can't trust some bandits to fetch it for me. But could I put them to work for me indirectly? I could drag him into this. If it's not safe to go alone, I could turn it into a mission for my unit. Well, I have my work cut out for me.
What exactly are you doing here?
Planning a vast range of research projects I could tinker away at in this fantastic location.
Research that needs to be carried out away from prying eyes?
How could I focus with Gawkers looking over my shoulder? More importantly, I have a mission for you.
What are you talking about?
Bandits, loitering in the catacombs where the nobles had been plotting their revolt.
I have heard about them, as it happens. They've been lured there by rumors of hidden treasure that someone has been spreading recently.
Oh, is that so? It would appear you're better informed than I. Regardless of their reason for being there, we surely cannot ignore them.
No. It's best not to give them the opportunity to stir any trouble.
Always a man of reason, Andreas. Well, shall we go to the catacombs? Oh dear! Where are the bandits? All I see is a pile of corpses. Are necromancer's puppets, perhaps?
You knew it would be like this, didn't you?
Whatever do you mean? Either way, it's less hassle for us. Why don't we split up and search for survivors? And here it is, the magic tome I've been looking for. What kind of delightful forbidden knowledge will this beautiful book bestow upon me? Ah, was it the power of the tome that attracted them? Well, I'm grateful for that. I couldn't have asked for a better environment to test my new acquisition.
More undead could appear at any time. Rejoining the rest of our unit should be our priority.
Haha! I'm beginning to get a feel for it. No need to restrain my power any longer. There's no shortage of targets to massacre. Even the enemy's reinforcements are a thrilling sight to me right now. I'll play with you all, my darlings. Could this be the last of them? Now, since I've found such a fun new toy to play with, you'd better not break too quickly. Not before I've had my fun! Even in this sorry state, what exhilarating power! But if I could restore it, that'd be even more fun to have. I'll make it my mission. With the new magic tome, at last I made progress with my research. Yet some parts are too damaged to be decipherable. I must restore it to draw out its full potential. For that, I need high-purity jade. I can scarcely hope to find it available through legal channels. I'd been so busy recently. I've not had a chance to go shopping for quite some time. Isolair. That could work. I'll speak with Isolair. Rias won't be able to help getting involved. If dearest Izzy requests his aid, Rias will be loath to say no.
High purity jade, you say?
It's vital for my research. Would it be possible for you to obtain some?
It's no small matter. Remember the lengths Duke Hende went to in order to retrieve the stolen jade?
Oh yes. Whatever became of that jade, I wonder? It wasn't among the Duke's possessions, was it?
Unfortunately not.
Then we will need to think of somewhere else to source it from.
What do you intend to use it for? Restoring the power of a magical tome? By any chance?
Well, you must be a mind reader.
In the legends, studying the dark arts erodes the sorcerer's sanity, you know.
Oh, really?
Ah, there you are, Rias.
Were you looking for me, Izzy?
Yes, to seek your counsel on Quinn's behalf.
Quinn, explain.
You don't doubt the value of my research to the unit, do you? It so happens I've run into a problem.
Don't be fooled, Izzy. Quinn is only ever driven by self-interest.
Surely you don't mean that?
You only ever see the worst in people, Rias. Come on, we should help out, shouldn't we? Don't try and pretend you're too busy.
Well, Rias? What a pleasant surprise that you'd help me, Rias.
I knew you'd nag me relentlessly until I gave in.
Someone's heading our way. Wait, they're demi-humans? You said this was a lair of bandits who've been stockpiling jade.
Well, they must have been corrupted by exposure to high-purity jade. Fools.
What an enormous horde! Worse, the bridges will limit our movement.
We'll take it one step at a time, clearing each area in turn. Your jade will have to wait, Quinn.
Such a nuisance. Well, let's make quick work of them.
The bandits' wyverns are on the loose.
There's no law or order here, only chaos.
You could end up like them, Quinn.
Oh, please, don't compare me to those primitives. Is that all that's left of them?
It seems so.
Are you running out of stamina, Izzy?
I've never fought this many demi-humans before. I do feel a bit worn out. But I will hold out as long as needed to eliminate them all, for everyone's safety.
That's the spirit. Everyone must pull their weight.
Could we have saved these people if we'd arrived sooner?
Who can say? I personally reckon they'd have met the same fate sooner or later.
I'd rather not be so defeatist.
Well, the world needs hopeless idealists like you two. I'm making good progress restoring the tome. And yet I sense that something's still missing. It would be irksome indeed if it failed to fulfill its potential after all this effort. But of course, nothing enhances an arcane object's potency more than the souls of the slain. Let's keep it simple and undertake a mission which would give me the opportunity to harvest souls. With that decided, I'll need to find me an unsuspecting accomplice. Ah, Isolair.
Hello, Quinn.
What could possibly bring you down here?
The atmosphere here feels quite novel to me. Quite like it.
Really? Well, you come at a good time. I've been wondering if I could ask you for assistance.
I'm glad you're relying on me more recently. How can I be of help?
An acquaintance has requested that I take care of some Imperial spies.
Spies? In our kingdom?
Indeed. They are of Alatanian birth, which is why we must act from the shadows.
I see. Am I right in assuming you'd like to enlist me for this mission?
That's correct. I would greatly appreciate your help.
If it's in the interest of our kingdom, I could not possibly refuse.
You're very dependable.
Quinn, I ask that you refrain from dragging Izzy into your schemes.
Sorry, but I haven't the foggiest what you're referring to.
The mission? The targets aren't spies, but nobles, inconvenient to the government. Isn't that so?
That's right. It's dirty work. What we're suited best for.
I'd rather you didn't deceive Izzy to get her to help you.
She's so precious to you, isn't she?
It's not about Izzy. Never lie to a friend to get your way.
We're all friends here, aren't we? Though it was hardly a lie. Perhaps just a little white one. There's no harm in presenting the task to Isolair in a way which will weigh less on her conscience. Well, shall we get to it? We mustn't let even a single one slip through our fingers.
I shall do my very best.
What in the world? Why are the blue foxes attacking us?
Oh, play coy all you want, filthy traitors. You shan't wriggle out of your punishment.
What nonsense is this? You've no right to be trespassing on a noble's estate.
This innocent act is becoming stale. Surrender and I shall end your life mercifully.
This is madness. We've no choice. Deploy the wyverns!
Resisting until the very end, hmm? Very well. Come at me all at once. Let's end this. That should be enough sacrifices for my hungry little tome.
Look! Over there!
An enchanted beast. It doesn't appear to be under anyone's control.
Oh no, did we attract it here? An enchanted beast ripe with jade. This is getting even better. My heart leaps for joy.
Don't let your guard down. There's more coming.
I spot a quirl among them.
Another complication we could have done without.
A splendid development. Another delicious soul to feed to my tome.
This can't be right. That's an Ouroboros, isn't it?
Something must be drawing them here.
Oh, this is perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better turnout. Thank you for the help, Isolair.
You needn't have lied to me about that noble being a traitor.
So, you realized?
As mercenaries, we fight for the coin, not for honor. That's what my father taught me. Next time, don't dress up the truth for my sake.
Well, well. I see I've underestimated you. Greetings, Andreas. Have you noticed how that favor for the government has earned us more freedom?
I'd attribute it to the fact we've proven our value to the nation, silencing opposing voices.
Isoler's come around too. All's well that ends well. Isn't that so?
And I presume your research has greatly benefited from our last mission.
Oh, those are entirely unrelated matters. I heard an interesting little tidbit from an acquaintance in the Lord's Council. Apparently, the Granville Church was once involved in the study of necromancy, preaching about salvation while conducting godless experiments. That's so rich. I could sneak in and steal their research documentation, though stealth is hardly my forte. Perhaps I could get my ally in the Lord's Council to pull some strings. Catherine used to serve the church, but being on the run, I doubt she'd be of any use to me. Why not rope Andreas into this? This might even be a mission after his own heart. Mercenaries bringing justice to the wrongdoers. It's as flawless a front as can be. Violence perpetrated in the name of justice gets all the applause in our strange world.
Human trafficking? The church can't be allowed to get away with this.
I absolutely agree.
Rias? Shall we go?
We shall.
What are you lot doing here? This land belongs to the Granville Church. What? The Blue Foxes? What's the meaning of this intrusion?
Why does the sight of us unnerve you so? Do you have something to hide?
What are you implying? We serve the church, acting in God's name.
Do you not fear for your soul? Do you suppose your God cannot see through your lies?
What addled nonsense. If you won't leave as I ask, I shall have to eject you by force.
You won't get away with this lightly.
They are strangely protective over this place, aren't they?
Perhaps there's even more going on, besides human trafficking.
There's only one way to find out. It would seem we've stirred up a hornet's nest by coming here.
There must be something here they really don't want exposed to the public eye. We might be able to weaponize the secrets we uncover against church factions later.
I can't believe they go as far as using enchanted beasts against us.
Whatever it is they're hiding, no doubt the church's upper echelons have their hands in it too. Let's see for ourselves what horrific truths the church is so afraid of coming to light. We found irrefutable evidence of the church trafficking people on the site we raided.
That's what I'd been telling you from the start. Why tell me this now?
Because I don't believe for a second that you set up this mission without an ulterior motive.
Do you place so little trust in your fellow Blue Fox leader?
Your point being?
As a good leader, I organized a mission which benefited our interests.
How did it benefit us?
Ridding the country of despicable human traffickers is to our credit, isn't it?
I don't see what you're getting at.
Oh, then perhaps I've misread you on this occasion. I was able to glean much from the church's research into necromancy. As a result, promising new avenues have opened up. I wonder if the church's trafficking operation has been fully snuffed out. I suspect not. With Hende in his grave, the biggest barrier to my freedom is gone. So much amusement awaits. I should spend more time with Rias. He can be so hilarious to tease. I'm at my happiest when I follow the vagaries of my fancy. Why deny my nature? Should anyone stand in my way, an ugly fate awaits them. You're looking awfully troubled, Rias.
I've had word. That church faction is preparing to strike back at us.
They would dare. What nerve?
That's your only comment?
What else needs to be said? You intend to preempt their attack, I assume?
That's right. We need to put them down before they rally anyone else to their cause.
I'll inform Harlig Lin that we'll be taking care of a rogue faction. They won't object, given how damaging another scandal would be to them. They needed only to stay out of our way. And instead, they've chosen death. How sadly unnecessary.
I infer that you have a rather close relationship with someone at the church.
Oh, does that bother you?
Make friends with whoever you like, as long as it doesn't conflict with our unit's interests.
What if I don't listen? Have you a leash prepared for me?
Trying to curb your freedoms would only have the opposite effect.
Oh, do you take me for such a rebel?
All right, enough of this. Take care of your behind-the-scenes dealings with the church quickly.
I always act swiftly. I'll leave it to you to prepare the unit for the mission.
As you should.
Ah, here come the blue foxes.
Aye, we caught the scent of your insolence and have come out for a hunt.
So, the foxes willingly come seeking the foxhounds. Why, if it isn't the height of stupidity? You couldn't have come at a better time, as it happens.
What do you mean?
You shall bear witness to the result of our magnificent research project.
They've cut us off. They're in control of that beast, it seems.
Begging us for your lives is no good now. Maybe the behemoth will lend you an ear.
Ah, what a delight! I was worried we might be in for another one-sided slaughter. Both you and I have been engaged in much research recently. Let's see whose is worthier.
We won't be beaten so easily.
I wonder what that stake's for.
Must have some magical properties which benefit them.
They won't benefit them for long. Let's smash it into smithereens.
They brought out another. They seem vital to their strategy.
How about we break their spirits along with their precious stakes? Ah, that was fairly enjoyable. I see I need to revise my low opinion of the church.
Quinn, I don't want you instigating more unnecessary trouble.
Oh, don't be a killjoy. Don't you understand the pleasure of executing a plan exactly as envisaged?
Are you saying?
The pawns need not be aware of the player's strategy, nor is their approval needed to win a match. Logical, isn't it?
In a twisted way.
We make a splendid team. I'm sure we'll have many more such thrilling adventures.